back to a 3-point lead. Cats had a 6-point advantage to open up this first minute or so of this third period, but Marion answering back and scrapping, and we got a foul. They were trying to press. Jada Campbell was going up for a pass, got bumped by Billings. A little push there called. That's the third team foul.
You want to rack them up on her and Billings, or her and Jennings both. If you rack them up on them, you're doing pretty well for this team.
Bearcats will get the ball after the foul call. And Sidnor controlling at the point. Now back out to the top to Jada Campbell. Now Owens has it on a little handoff. Sidnor looking for a passing lane. Not a lot of cuts straight to the basket. A lot of going out to the wings for the Bearcats. De Leon probing the defense. And the pass goes right between the legs of Owens and out of bounds.
Man, got Maya Lee coming back in now, playing with 3.
So Lee checks back in. She goes in for De Leon. 28-25 Cats with the lead. 4:08 to go third period, and Marion with the ball after the turnover on a miscommunication. So 4 team fouls for the Cats, 3 for the Hurricanes here in the opening 4 minutes of this third period.
Gosh, that was shot from Marion.
Yeah, that was Jennings, a long 3 to tie it up at 28-28. First time Marion's had a tie in this one since we started. Cats miss on a layup attempt, but Lockhart comes away with the offensive board and the put back up and in. That's her first points of the afternoon, and the Cats retake a 2-point advantage. Jennings 3, feeling it, missed. Took a high bounce off, and the offensive board goes to Marion, but she had to keep it alive from going out of bounds, and the Cats control it after a little bit of a wild possession there to start it. They get it inside Lockhart. Left hand missed the chance at the offensive board, and it goes out of bounds off Sidnor. It's a tough look. They had Lockhart. She was almost too open. It was one of those too much time, to think about it. 3:21 to go, third period. Lockhart checks out, and De Leon checks back in.
Let's see what happens here.
Jennings will inbound it after the turnover.
Bearcats going pretty small here. You got Bree Owens, Amaya Lee, De Leon, Jada Campbell, and Taylor Owens in the game as well. It's kind of a small lineup for this team.
Sidnor and Lockhart come off the floor, and like Mark said, De Leon and Brianna Owens check in. So it is a pretty small group out here. Again, Kerrigan Bailey with 2 fouls, or 3 fouls, right? So, and Taylor Owens, the lone post presence as they drive there and get the shot. That was Billings, who's had a good afternoon for Marion. She puts it in to tie it at 30-30 with 2:59 to go third period. Amaya Lee driving, gets it back out wide open. Jada Campbell 3 missed short. Rebound goes to Marion as it's still loose after a miscommunication. A lot of clanking
heads there.
And a jump ball forced to go to the Bearcats.
Marion basketball.
Or Marion basketball, you're right. They switched sides.
Throws you off, doesn't it?
Marion ball here, 30-30. The score as they'll let Poston, the freshman point guard, bring it up the floor. Yeah, we're talking about Bearcat team that hasn't played in 5 days. Marion played in the first round as they put it up. Jennings will go to the line. She got hit on her way up with the shot, and Marion will have a chance to take their first lead of the afternoon here with 2:33 to go in this third period. It's really unbelievable to see that Marion's, 18 turnovers in that first period alone, and they're still scrapping. It shows that this team is not going to quit. They're going to continue to fight. Jennings missed the first free throw. 2:33 to go, still a tie game.
After starting 3 for 4, they're now 1 for 4 on their last 3, so back at 50% for them.
Second free throw missed, batted out of bounds by Bearcat basketball as it was hit out by Marion. So still a tie game after Jennings goes 0 for 2 from the line. Again, a small lineup still out there for the Cats. It's Lee, Brianna Owens, Taylor Owens, Lauren De Leon, and Jada Campbell, who has it on the left wing. Now Brianna Owens and Lee over into the corner to Taylor Owens for 3, missed off the front of the rim. Out of bounds off the Cats, they say. It would have been off of De Leon. She was the only Bearcat down there. And Marion will get the possession back.
This is probably the quietest I've seen Coach Timmons all year long.
Cats trying to put pressure on. A pass inbound goes over the head of Jennings, poked loose. And Amaya Lee comes away with a steal. As she pushed it back down the floor, she'll pull back out, though. It was 4-on-1 there with Lee facing down 4 Marion defenders. Three-pointer taken, but an offensive board. That was
big
Campbell
board
with the miss. De Leon came down with the offensive rebound. Now Campbell driving from the right wing in and got it back out to the top to Amaya Lee. Now Owens trying to drive from the left baseline and went out of bounds off of Marion. And goes into the cheerleaders over there behind the basket. 30-30. This thing's still locked up with 1:47 to go in the third.
You have to score on this possession. You've got too many chances to not score here.
They get an inbound to Owens, who was out on the top of the key off the baseline inbounds. Now Owens has it again after Campbell gave it up. Three-pointer long one taken by Lee, missed.
Looks good.
And the board goes to Jennings as they'll try to push up the floor in transition. This is Stiefel driving, good pass underneath, layup, got it. That was Blackburn underneath the freshman. And Marion takes the lead for the first time this afternoon with 1:25 to go, third period, against the number 1 seed Cats. 32-30. Jada Campbell trying to drive. Got away with a carry. Ended up with a little bit of a carry.
Oh, I thought he called an offensive foul. I couldn't see his hand.
32-30. Cats with a turnover. Again, this
another one.
Really hasn't been the type of team we've seen all year, especially the team that we saw the last week of the year when they played 4 games in like 5 days. It was a team that was clicking. Layup inside, and Marion goes up by 4. Easy look by Billings. Nobody there to stop her. And again, that post presence, without having Bailey out there, you're kind of losing in the size department now to Marion, and what you had an advantage in before foul trouble hit. Owens has it up near the top at the free throw line. She gets it inside, left hand, got it. Good move to keep this thing within striking distance. 2-point lead for the Hurricanes with 43 seconds to go.
It's got to be 5.
And they took a while there to get it in, but they get it into Jennings. She gets it up past the timeline. As Marion looks to push, they've scored their last 2 possessions. Blackburn has it, guarded closely by Lee. Lee guards her all the way out to the 3-point line, and a foul underneath on De Leon.
You got bailed out there from Marion.
De Leon had 6 steals against Marion back on the 26th of February, whenever the Cats played Marion for the last time. Get it inside on the post. That's Jennings. Turnaround. Missed. Rebound goes to Marion, though. Offensive board. Second shot blocked. And we got a tie up, and the ball goes out of bounds off of the Hurricanes as Brianna Owens down there fighting for it between 2 other Hurricanes and ended up going off the Hurricanes.
I'll say this. You have Bri Owens, the smallest girl on the whole floor, and she comes up that board there. Big board for the Bearcats. You have to come down here and score and tie it back up or take the lead on this possession.
Big possession here. 13 seconds to go in the third period. Now down to 9. Brianna Owens has it. Now Amaya Lee. 6 seconds on the clock. Cats with a chance to tie. They get it to De Leon. She is unable to corral it as it goes a turnover in favor of Marion, and that'll end the quarter. Cats can't even get a shot off, and that seemed like a big possession there. Had a chance to tie it. Didn't really get into the offense very quickly. There were 6 seconds when Amaya Lee got the ball back. Then you had 2 passes after that. No time really to get a shot off.
I don't know what is wrong with this Virginia High team. It doesn't seem like they want to be here right now. It seems out of sync. Seems like that they just don't want to come up with it.
So as we end the third period of play, Cats trail 34-32. 8 minutes on the clock left in this one, as a trip to the Southwest District Tournament Championship is on the line this afternoon. Let's take a quick commercial break. Again, the quarter break brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol.
So I'm okay, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Welcome back as we get set to start this fourth quarter of action in the Southwest District Tournament for the girls varsity here from the Bearcat Den. Marion leads by 2, 34-32. They hadn't led all day, but they took the lead there with about a minute and a half to go in the third period. Again, it has been a tough game to watch if you're truly going on scoring, because we haven't had a whole lot of it.
And we said the magic number for Virginia High was 50, and it's going to have to be a big quarter for that.
De Leon takes a three from the three-point line and got it from the right wing. Got it just a hair behind the line. And the Cats take a 1-point lead to open up. That was a big shot there. De Leon, who had missed a couple of shots badly from three, or at least some flatter shots. That one went right in. Turnover on this end. Marion chalks it up. Cats with the ball with a 1-point lead, 7:34 to go in the ball game. And Bailey back out on the floor with 3 fouls. We got a jump ball, and that will go to Marion. They got it down to De Leon on the block. She couldn't handle it, and jump ball gives it to Marion. Cats with a 1-point lead in case you're tuning in. 7:28 to go in this one. And foul trouble is really out the window at this point. Everybody's just going to give it their all for this final 8 minutes. They get an even easy look inside. Gracie Billings puts it in with the right hand. Bailey unable to defend that one. And Marion takes a 1-point lead, 36-35.
Not for long.
Three-pointer up and good. That's Jada Campbell from the left wing, and Jada single-handedly willing the Cats this afternoon. Floater by Jennings, missed short, but the ball is caught in midair by Blackburn. Second attempt missed, and a foul as Lee tried to go for the board.
That's her fourth.
Yep, she was hit by Jennings, and we've seen Jennings after misses sometimes be a little over-aggressive. You see that sometimes with these, especially players who are, the scorers, when they don't go in sometimes, they felt like, they kind of go into like a little mini mode of like they just got to get the ball back, kind of get tunnel vision, get called for a foul. That's her fourth, so she'll have to sit. They'll bring back out Poston, and the Cats will have the ball here, leading by 2 points, 38-36 with 6:40 to go in this one.
And she's been frustrated all night, it seems.
She's played well, too. As that three-pointer up and missed. De Leon almost came down with the board, but it's controlled by Marion as she lost it. Billings had it. She finished up with it, and now Poston will bring it back down the floor. They get it inside. Ball's tipped back by Bailey, nearly a turnover, but they get it back out. Marion does.
That's a double dribble.
Yeah, Poston had it, picked it up, got it again, didn't she? As we got a timeout called by Marion. As Coach Moss will call it here with Marion trailing by 2 points, 6:13 to go, fourth period. Okay, Mark. Bearcats' couple of threes have went in here. What about the three from De Leon? And then the answer after Marion went back down and took a 36-35 lead. Campbell pops one from the left wing.
I think if you're Virginia High, what you have to do is you have to put up some quick points. If you get up 2 possessions here, you can start feeling a bit more comfortable. Honestly, Marion hasn't punched as hard as Virginia High has. It seems like Virginia High comes up whenever they need to. You're down, you need a big score, you just dish it out. It seems like Jada Campbell, Leon. I'll tell you what, if she would get some Elmers on her hands, she'd have about 3 more easy looks inside on some offensive rebounds.
You always have the good takes. I don't know how you get them Elmers on her hand. That's good. That's the best kind of glue, right?
Oh, yeah, the little purple stick so you can't see it.
Marion gets it on the inbound. Had a good look. Stifle underneath. Missed, and it goes out of bounds off the Cats as they were fighting for the rebound. Marion ball. 38-36 after the timeout. Again, brought to you by State Line Motors. Marion opens up from the baseline. Taking a long time to get it in. A 5-second call. Cats force a turnover there off the inbound. 6:10 to go in the game. What's that go for turnover? It's really kind of slowed down, though. We had 18 in the first period. So Marion really, 24 turnovers is still, you're not usually going to win when you have those numbers, but it's only a 2-point game. Marion just trailing.
It's the turnover margin.
Another turnover here. Stifle comes away with the steal from Campbell. Just threw it right into her hands. Now Poston has it. She dribbles it back out to the top as they'll reset. Stifle. Ball's tipped as she tried to get it inside. They got it to Billings, and a turnover. As Amaya Lee will
push
it in transition. She goes up to the middle of the key. Shot up, but blocked, and a great block. It hit off of Marion last, though. Almost looked like it went back and hit Lee and went out. But they'll call it Bearcat ball.
The ball don't lie on that double dribble possession. It all works itself out in the wash, Dylan.
38-36 Bearcats with the lead. Campbell receives the inbound on the right wing as they'll get set back up here offensively. Lee with a backhanded bounce pass inside to Bailey. They're trying to really get it into that post because they know Bailey can just turn and put it up, but double team. Had a good look there, but it was a low pass back out, trying to sort of probe this defense. Now Lee has Cats just passing it around. Three-pointer up by Campbell. Got it from the left wing, and a timeout by Coach Timmons. That's 5 points. Lead now for the Cats. Coach Timmons not happy with Kerrigan. For some reason there on that